everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, hi. Are you ready to say young puppy? Young puppy.
Young puppy. Oh, we didn't take any behind me.
I can't really explain how much I missed Lerato Modise's dramatic self. Hey, babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? Arside Heart, coming from Khosi Twaller. I had so much fun with the Lerato Modise and at Young Papi on Coffee with Khosi episode is out. So yeah guys, it is official that Coffee with Khosi with Young Papi and Lerato Modise is out. Go watch yours right now. Anyways, first off, talking about Khosi, by the way, there are things these fans do and I'll be like, yo, so irritating. Foolish fake fans, you don't trend her and her brands, but you will jump on anything negative about her to come and spew your opinion nonsense. Use those opinions to better your miserable, okay? I'm going to skip that. You can't DM her, fools. And then Khosi said, my baby, calm down. We have seen it all, haven't we? Now, where is all of this thing coming from? I just told you guys about how Yemi's birthday brought up the Yemi and the Blue Eva and Yemi current relationship. You know, they started trending Khosi. Like, if you really love Khosi, you would not even do that to her. That is just the truth. You know, Khosi and Yemi are cool with each other. They must not be in a relationship to be cool with each other. Now, what these fans are doing right now, they started screenshotting Yemi's reply to Khosi, because Khosi did wish Yemi a happy birthday on IG, you know, on the comment section, and Blue Eva also did same on the comment section. They started screenshotting Yemi's reply. Yemi replied Khosi as thanks dear. Khosi said happy birthday Mr. Craig, and then Blue Eva said happy birthday to Yemi too, and then Yemi replied thanks my love. They started screenshotting it. Now that one is what is trending this night. Hey, how bamana. Anyways, guys, let's enter gist. Be cool, guys. So yeah, we all know that in the Siamosho house, we look forward to Thursdays for the housemates wager presentation. And yes, the housemate has actually done it, right? They have done, and they've even dusted it. Okay, first off, let's just gist about the wager tax. As usual, we all know how Biggie does it. He would first off confirm from the head of house if truly they wagered 80% and the head of house said yes, and then they started off with the podcast. It was the head of house and Sinaye. These two sports, and they spoke about sports. I am one person who do not like football and anything. Like, you understand, I'm not really interested in whatever that has to do with all the sports, football. But the way these two bodied this this podcast, these ones are natural presenters. You know when you don't force things, like it flows. Like, I was even enjoying them talking about Ronaldo and Messi. Normally, I would not want to listen to this kind of convo. Like, they bodied that presentation, no cap. I give it up to Ghost and then Sinaye. So afterwards, what they do is one podcast, and then they just advertise their collage. So as you can see, this dude here really actually advertised told us about Captain Morgan and the pictures, you know, the story behind each pictures, and he did describe it very, very well. Afterwards, we have what's it called, the two Mark Jr. and Bakeke. Anyways, guys, you should know why I'm laughing already, because these two are naturally funny. Now, I enjoy their podcast, but just that Mark Jr., unlike him, added more language to it, the Zulu language. And I don't get that language, man. But, you know, the way they were actually carrying it out, it was interesting. And they were talking about saving. Yeah, they were talking about saving. And meanwhile, while they come to this podcast, they are always advertising Captain Morgan, you know. Their conversation about savings was lit in as much as they had more of languages in it, you know. And then Makeke ended up with his slogan. I think he said, if you save money today, money will save you tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. And I actually love that ending part. That was what he ended it with. He had to repeat it twice. Their podcast was it was interesting. After their whatever that they did, I think it's Mark Jr. Yes, Mark Jr. had to explain the Lotto Star collage, and he actually made it interesting by talking about himself and Papa Ghost, fighting for the money. He said Willie is always the one taking the money, always taking the allowance. They only take it once in a while. Meaning the allowance, meaning the Friday Arena tax. Yeah, it's Lotto Star, of course. And then he said about himself and Papa Ghost fighting for the money, and he was like, in real life, me and Papa Ghost don't fight though. We are not enemies. We are best of friends. Papa Ghost laughed his neck out. All right, after the advert, the explanation from Mark Jr., we have Mpumelelo. Did I get it? My name is Mpumelelo. Oh no, Mpumi is so sweet with the words. You can't even take that from her. So Mpumi and Willie had their own. I think they spoke about their province, something like that. This girl Mpumi, forget it for her, just leave it for her. I believe I'll be seeing her so much post show. Yeah, the podcast was also cool. Afterwards, Sinai actually explained the collage of was Robinson Spies. After that, the last but not the least was the podcast of Sinai and Z. This one was the conversation I understand, I enjoyed fully. Not because of the way that they bodied it more. No, if I'm to choose for the podcast, I would choose what was it called? Sinai and Papa Ghost, the first podcast, yeah. But this one they discussed about love and what is it called? How money needs to be shared among partners. So Sinai was talking about 50-50, and then Z was like, that is not true. Makeke even put a call across, and actually gave his own 2 cents. So I need to ask you guys, what do you think about this conversation? Did you watch this wager tax? What do you think about partners sharing equal, like 50-50? Do you accept that or not? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Meanwhile, people are coming for Z. They are like, she's not expressive. That she's not expressive. Anyways, after that, it was Mpumi actually explaining the collage of what's this called again, Unilever, where they have the Omo, the others, all the Bobo Tibo that is there. So she explained it beautifully. Of course she will, because she's good at that. So she just explained it. She did not actually list on the pictures like others did, but she did explain it well. Afterwards, you look at the faces of your faves. These faces that you're looking at, this was them looking at their vlog. Yes, they did created a vlog, the way they were looking at themselves, they are like, yo, I know they are just like, this is the one that we produce. So the vlog was just all about Z is the main character on the vlog. She woke up and she just kind of a day-to-day life of a Biggie Siyamosha housemate, day in life of a Big Brother housemate, yes. So she's went down the stairs, go say hi to Mpumi in the kitchen, went to the toilet with Papa Ghost and Makeke, went to Mark Jr. In fact, she just go to each of the housemates, using those products, Biggie's products, that they were actually influencing on. So afterwards, it ended with this particular one, which was the Captain Morgan shenanigans that they had yesterday, where they said top 7 and they now did their chairs. Okay, so yeah, it was so interesting to watch that Biggie had to tell them that the ninja should replay it. Like, we watched it twice. It was so fun already when they started the podcast from the first set, that is Papa Ghost and Sinai. I'm like, no, it is a win for this housemate. And the way they decorated that what was it called, Robinson Spice collage, they actually use the spices on the this thing, on the what's it called, on the design. So after everything, Biggie called up the head of house as usual to ask him to drop his 2 cents about everything that they did on their tax. The head of house revealed that all hands was on deck. They tried their best, that in as much as everybody was trying to do things together, but at the point it gets heated. But what matters is they actually make sure that they worked together and they were having fun while putting up the work. That it wasn't easy, that is not going to say it was an easy task, as everybody have different ideas, but what matters is everybody was given an opportunity to give their own ideas, right? Remember, most of the housemates complained about this, right? That they were not really, some ideas were not really taken, was ignored by the head of house. Anyways, after Papa Ghost gave his 2 cents about how the housemates worked on this wager, Biggie asked if there is any other housemate who has something to say apart from what the head of house said, but none of the housemates could say anything. And then Biggie was like, then it really means nobody has something else to say, that the head of house, whatever he said was correct. And they all agreed in uniform that yes, whatever the head of house said was correct. And then Biggie, with all his shenanigans, explained, gave his shout out to the podcaster, the first podcast, second, in fact, all of the podcasts that they did, and then he also said they did influence, they did very well with influencing on this product, and they showcased themselves very well. Guys, this is how your faves won the wager. Yeah, they did win the wager. Anyways, let's see what people are saying on the social streets. Hi Nina, Z already said she's not good in get public speaking, and being on Big Brother has helped her feel a bit more comfortable with a public speaking. Manje, what are you expecting her to sound like Oprah Winfrey? Let the girl be. That podcast, yake, no, Senaye is fine. So this person is replying to those who have been dragging, see that all she know how to do is to read from book and all of that. She not read from any book today, but yeah, they were still dragging her for that, saying that she's not expressive, just like I said. Zintu Z, you did very well, my love. The beauty industry and influencer world just gained another one. You're so photogenic and had no reason to be nervous. Anyways, even the people dragging her, you forget that this thing is a learning process for some of those housemates. Some people dragging them cannot even express themselves. If success truly stems from talent and dedication, Mpumi is sure to secure exciting opportunities post-show. While she may not win the prize money, her talent is bound to pave the way for a successful future in the industry. You see this? I accept this one with my full chest. You see my full chest like this? I accepted this one. Like, Mpumi is so good, I beg. She is really so good. Okay, Mpumi's talent is undeniable and she is destined for great things. With fresh face in demand on TV, Mpumi's versatility and skills make her a standout candidate. There seems to be no limit to what Mpumi can do. Obviously, you are a Mpumi fan, but I would have loved to hear this from a neutral stand, because truly Mpumi is talented, like talented. No jokes, guys. Papa Ghost is a great director, casting manager and producer. He can identify talent, make it shine. I wish him all the best outside. He is an all-rounder, no cap. That is one person that is actually good with what he does. Papa Ghost, no cap at all. Baby boy is actually doing well for himself. Biggie is enjoying this vlog. I love much hard work Papa Ghost puts in behind the scene for things to come alive. Yes, it's just gonna be unfair if Papa Ghost is not given the credit, for most of this tasks that they do in the house. Like, the guy is actually channeling his inner energy when it comes to the tasks. When the bbnzansi competition is over, maybe the rest of you will finally tell the truth about Papa Ghost's work ethic. They do not need it to be, to be over to say whatever they want to say about it. Some people refuse to see good on this housemate because they don't like them. And that is really bad. You just let standship becloud your sense of reasoning. When you see good thing, talk calm. Nothing will do you. Nothing will happen to you. Be like mimiciously Mimi. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. I love you all load. Mwah. Bye for now, babies.